the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, Thomas. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
58, 58, Mike. It's our field. It's our field. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hit it.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Got it. 50's the mark. Got you. I got you, sir. Hold. 61. Matchbox lights. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Come on, set. You're the best. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking low. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
And you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Set, ready? 10-2, start. Wide, get wide. Shoot!
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good. First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Set, ready, secure. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray off play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Murray going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the ground, it's Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Herbert. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Herbert flushed out right. He's got Mason complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On the ready.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, we got Mike 50 out. You're out. Check. Frag down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Bravo. 58, right there. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
2nd and 14. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dan Arnold, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play fake. Murray. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Running right, Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got deep?
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 22. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What do they fight? He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set. Unity base. Hey, high 7. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's complete to Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Crouch. What?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. 55. Check, 55. Mike. I got you.
Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Set, hut. Not a wolf. Check 53. Go. Pick me up. Here we go. Check. 53's mine.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 14.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Murray now on first down. Jones has it. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Here's Jones. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Saints 21, Packers 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
It got his man complete. 33 yards that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Protein spill. It's going to be a long day. Get it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On second down now, it's Thomas. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
This is Thomas. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Thomas. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36.
Go! 60 or. SOS. Hey, lock it. Sponge. No. Rock it. Check 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Thomas. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pretty move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Bang, 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 bang.
He's coming. Double up. Double
X3, 218, chopper.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, check.
Let go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And they have regained the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you.